Breaking news. After the Wagner coup, Putin supplies Rosgvardia with more heavy armor for its troops. After the Wagner mercenary mutiny in June, a new assessment claims that Russian President Vladimir Putin is arming his personal force of soldiers with heavy weaponry to strengthen Russia's National Guard. British Ministry of Defence intelligence reported on Tuesday that Putin signed a new measure on Friday to arm the force, also known as Rosgvardia, with heavy weaponry. This equipment may include artillery supplies and attack helicopters. The ministry explained that the decision to strengthen Rosgvardia followed the brief rebellion led by the Wagner Group on June 23 and 24. Russian oligarch and Wagner Group founder Yevgeny Prigozhin led a brief but dramatic armed mutiny attempt in which soldiers marched towards Moscow after seizing control of sites in the city of Rostov-on-Don in southern Russia. Many Wagner recruits have relocated to Belarus since the mutiny was put down quickly thanks to an agreement reportedly brokered by Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko. The Wagner Group had furnished the Kremlin with a mercenary army. Until the end of May of 2023, its soldiers were in the thick of the fighting in eastern Ukraine. Midway through July, the Russian Defense Ministry reported that Wagner had turned over 2,000 pieces of military equipment, 2,500 tons of ammunition, and 20,000 small arms in the wake of the mutiny. There was no way to confirm this without bias. A spokesperson for the Lithuanian Ministry of Defense told Newsweek in late July that after the coup, Russian armed forces had taken all of the group's weapons and heavy equipment. Without access to powerful weapons and battle-ready vehicles, this squad has very limited capabilities. Following Putin's declaration on August 4, which the UK Defence Ministry has directly linked to Wagner's actions, Rosgvardia will soon receive heavy weaponry. Although it has been called Putin's private army, Rosgvardia has no official ties to the Russian armed forces. The National Guard was established in 2016, and its current commanding officer is Putin's former bodyguard, Viktor Zolotov. It was established by presidential decree to ensure state and public security, and protect the rights and freedoms of man and citizen, as the National Guard's official mission statement puts it. The Rosgvardia's mandate is open for wide interpretation, the Center for Strategic and International Studies said in 2020, but most people agreed it was established to give Putin more direct control over protests and perhaps to protect him from a coup. According to the British Ministry of Defence, the National Guard is a vast organization of up to 200,000 frontline personnel, and the Kremlin may be doubling down on resourcing Rosgvardia as one of the key organizations to ensure regime security, by arming it with sophisticated weaponry. There is no evidence that Rosgvardia carried out any effective action against Wagner. Exactly the sort of internal security threat it was designed to repress, the British government said, despite Zolotov's claims that the National Guard performed admirably during the mutiny. The National Guard has also been involved in Ukraine, most notably during Moscow's September 2022 annexation of 4 regions in the east and south of the country. The British Defence Ministry claimed at the time that Rosgvardia units participated in the illegal referendums held in these regions. Rosgvardia units have played an important role in both combat and rear area security in Ukraine, it said in late September.